Parasite. Written by Alex Anderson. The ark isn't just roaring, it's breathing down my neck, vibrating through every steel bulkhead. This is my home, my fortress, the only friend that won't betray me in this inside-out world. We are one. I feel the temperature of its oil like my own fever, and right now, that fever is off the charts. The road to Novelli isn't just asphalt, it's a conveyor belt for human meat. The shoulders are littered with empties. You look at them and realize this parasite is the worst driver in the universe. It jumps into a car, our body, and floors it, burning everything to ash. It doesn't care about wear and tear, or the fact that an engine made of flesh and bone wasn't meant for these RPMs. Black fire boiled in their veins until they turned into dry rags. 1 week, and that's it. The tank is empty. The shell flies into the ditch. Junk. Mummies sucked dry of anything that could burn. Passing under the walls of Novelli, they sit high up, the sated bastards. Behind barricades of concrete rubble and old trucks, they feel like gods. Patrols on the towers, sun hitting their binoculars. They don't care that I'm driving to save a life. To them, I'm just another dead man walking. They won't even waste a bullet on me. They'll just watch the ark choke on the climb and wait for me to join those rotting below. Movement in the mirror, a shadow on the slope, an active one. This one hasn't burned out yet. It still has fuel. It's bolting across the field so fast the joints should have popped out of their sockets in the first yard. It doesn't want my thoughts. It wants my live fuel. On the turn, I see one of those hulks collapse, thick steam rising from its mouth, boiled alive. But the parasite doesn't wait. I see another poor bastard nearby, a weaker one, begin to twitch. One shell died. Another took the driver. A vile shift change. It makes me sick. Oil gauge, 110 degrees Celsius. Hands stuck to the wheel, I'm begging the ark to hold on. Come on, old friend, just a bit more. Don't fail me. Sandro's raspy voice in the radio. Birth at 2,000 meters in a world that's already dead. It's madness, but it's our madness. 2 CO2 extinguishers on the back seat, my only chance. If this filth inside them runs on overheating, maybe a blast of ice-cold gas will kill their ignition. If not, I'll just become the new car for one of those runners. Breaking out onto the Campo Imperatore Plateau, a massive, frozen frying pan under a gray sky. Ahead, the concrete carcass of the hotel. It looks like a tombstone. I cut the ignition. The ark shudders, gives one last kick of detonation, and falls silent. A white plume of steam erupts from under the hood. The radiator finally gave out, bleeding off the pressure. It's unnaturally quiet in the cab now. Only the cooling metal, ticking with a dry click. Tink, 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 like a counter. A second ago, I was roasting from the gauges, and now I crack the window, and a shard of ice-cold, stinging air hits my face. Up here, the air is thin and cruel. Breathe it in, and your lungs feel like they're being rubbed with sandpaper. I peer through the viewing slit. The hotel, a sullen, gray mass of frost. The windows are black, hollow, no light, no movement. Sandro, if you've already kicked the bucket, I'll drag you out from the dirt just to kill you again. I didn't rape the Ark on this climb for nothing. Around the entrance, black husks litter the snow, the bodies of those who didn't make it. Everything inside them burned out, the fire died, and the frost finished the job. Now they're just frozen embers that even the parasite can't jumpstart. The fuel is gone. The machine stopped. Forever. Fine. Time to move. I reach for the extinguisher. The metal is so cold, my skin sticks to the tank instantly. Heavy, reliable piece of junk. Next to it, the medical bag. I check the zipper. It doesn't snag. Inside, the ampules clink, a reminder of why I'm here. If Sandro's wife is still holding on, these will help. If not, well, at least I tried. My hands are shaking a bit, but it's not fear. It's the adrenaline and the cold. The plan is simple. Get in, find them, dose the girl, and get out. If one of those twitchers jumps out, I blast them with the gas. They're not using my Ark to find fresh batteries. I shift my grip on the extinguisher, check the knife on my belt. It's time. The door gives way with a screech that makes my teeth ache. Well, Dominic, the invitation is sent. The whole hotel knows I'm here now. Inside, it's like a freezer. The steam from my mouth comes in such clouds I can barely see my own boots. The darkness here is thick, heavy. It feels like it's sticking to my face. On my belt, the extinguishers thud against my thighs, clinking on their carabiners. Heavy, awkward, but without this ballast, I'm just dessert for the twitchers. Knives in place, crowbars in the jacket loop. I click the flashlight on. The beam cuts through the gloom, but gets bogged down in the shifting fog. It's like I'm not standing in a lobby, but in the belly of a dead whale. The radio in my pocket gives a short, angry rasp and dies. Silence. Only my own ragged breath and the clang of iron on my belt. Fine then, I mutter under my breath. Less noise, longer life. Deep inside, past the reception desk, something twitches. A blue, deathly light. It's the bar sign, at Angelo's. It blinks in time with my pulse and hums. A low electrical crackle in this graveyard silence. It feels unbearably loud, like someone is sawing through my skull from the inside. I move closer, shining the light at my feet. Below the sign, a pointer, a wooden arrow, flipped upside down. Sandro, you old bastard, you kept your head. I see the screw marks. He tore them out and twisted them back in, just to point the way. The arrow points straight at the service door behind the bar. He's down there. Behind the door, the concrete maw of the stairs. No finish, just bare stone and a tangle of pipes along the walls, like the veins of a giant beast. I descend. The basement air is stagnant, heavy, smelling of dust and old iron. The temperature is even lower than above. The cold bites into my bones, ignoring the jacket. "Well, Angelo, receive your guests," I whisper, shifting my grip on the crowbar. The descent leads into the dark, where the pipes begin to vibrate with a suspicious, low tremor.